Officials in the Catholic Church, the Australian Cardinal and former Vatican Treasurer George Pell has been convicted of sexual abuse. He was found guilty on 5 charges of assaulting 2 choir boys in 1996. The Vatican said the conviction is painful, but Pell has the right to defend himself until all legal channels have been exhausted. Hal Griffith reports now from Melbourne.
Cardinal Pell, how are you feeling today?
He returned from Rome claiming he would clear his name. But Cardinal George Pell, once one of the Pope's closest advisers, now faces going to jail. The 77-year-old was for many years the face of the church in Australia, revered for his intellect and uncompromising manner. But Pell also used his power to manipulate and abuse. Outside court, a statement was read out on behalf of one of his victims.
Like many survivors, I have experienced shame, loneliness, depression and struggle. Like many survivors, it has taken me years to understand the impact on my life.
In 1996, in one of his first services as Archbishop of Melbourne, Pell found 2 choir boys helping themselves to communion wine. He told them that they were in trouble and then, grabbing them by the head, forced both into a series of sexual acts. For years, Pell purported to be someone who wanted to help abuse survivors, setting up a world-first system here in Australia to offer counselling and compensation. In reality, it only served to mask his own crimes. George Pell became one of the most powerful people in Rome. Today, the Vatican said it was pained by the verdict, but it stopped short of forcing him to resign, stressing that he has lodged an appeal.
We await the outcome of the appeals process, recalling that Cardinal Pell maintains his innocence and has the right to defend himself.
But for some abuse survivors in Australia, allowing a convicted paedophile to remain a cardinal is abhorrent.
Excommunication. There is no other choice. It will be a farce from the Catholic Church if they once again give lip service. It's about time the Catholics from the Pope down started to practice what they preach.
After months of secrecy and suppression, the world can now learn about George Pell's crimes. A man trusted by millions around the world has been held to account. When he returns to court next, he faces a prison sentence. Howell Griffith, BBC News, Melbourne.